Unseasonably cold. Get ready for cold temperatures, strong winds, and even the chance to see our first flakes fly. Meteorologist Kelsey Emery will break down the forecast coming up next. And plus, making wishes come true one step at a time. Find out what people in the state line are doing in support of children in need across our area.
From 13 WREX, your weather authority. This is 13 News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Eric Graver. Right now, we're tracking unseasonably cold weather just hours from the state line. Meteorologist Kelsey Emery is here to tell people what they need to do to start preparing for the cold. Kelsey?
Yeah, we're already starting to see those temperatures starting to drop into the 40s, and we've also seen a very gusty wind coming through the area from the earlier in the afternoon to right about now. Right now, we're seeing those temperatures in the upper 40s, 49 in Rockford, 49 in Rochelle, 47 in DeKalb, and 50 in Dixon. Now, if you look to the north of us, we're seeing a big pocket of blue. Then that's going to be moving into the area overnight tonight and into tomorrow, leading to some very cold temperatures. Now, here's what you should be doing. We're going to be seeing those high temperatures only reaching the low 40s for the next couple of days with very gusty northwesterly winds. And we could be seeing our first flurries for Monday afternoon. So make sure with these gusty winds, you're securing decorations for the any Halloween decorations or anything that can be flown into the air, and definitely bundle up as it's going to be quite cold coming up in just a few days, or coming up in just a little bit. I'll have your full forecast in just a little bit. Eric, back over to you.
Kelsey, thank you. People from across the state line are walking for a cause today to support those in need with severe illnesses. 13 WREX's Destin Howard joins us in the studio with that story. Destin?
Making wishes come true. That's the mission of one group who gathered today at Rock Valley College to support families and their children with health challenges.
Sitting down with those families and having them literally say to you, this is the first time we've smiled in months.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation strives to grant wishes for those children diagnosed with critical illnesses and health challenges. People in Rockford came together to not only celebrate those wishes, but the progress made by those children.
Today is our annual walk. We've been doing it for a number of years out here at Rock Valley College, and it's a great opportunity for Wish families here locally to get together. That's to celebrate, to kind of share their stories. They've been through a shared experience.
The Myers family has their own story to tell. Crystal Myers, mother of Amelia Myers, says they never expected this struggle.
So we brought her to the ER and she got this terminal brain disease diagnosis, and so to our family it was just devastating. Amelia went from being a healthy, normal 9-year-old little girl to being diagnosed with a terminal brain disease. And so for us, it was devastating.
Myers says the Make-A-Wish Foundation and community support brought joy back to her family.
As her Girl Scout family's here, our family's here, our neighbors are here. And so it's just so nice to have the community of people rallying behind these children that have had such terrible diagnoses.
According to Wish grantor Costello, funding raised from the walk directly supports children in need right here in the state line.
Everything we raise here today will go back to support kids right here in Rockford, in the Rockford area who need wishes.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation is currently having walks across the state to raise funding for children in need. To find out more about the Make-A-Wish Foundation, you can visit our website, that's WREX.com. Eric, back to you.
Destin, thank you. After a 2-year hiatus, the Rockford area Crop Hunger Walk is open and back in person. Crop Hunger Walk began at Riverfront Museum Park, and over 30 religious and civic organizations, as well as businesses, supported 200 walkers who raised money from sponsors. The goal this year is 250 walkers, raising an average of $100. The money will be shared with local food pantries and Worldwide Hunger Relief through Church World Service, the largest and best equipped.
We have a homeless problem. People have seen that here in Rockford. This is one way to give to a good organization that not only helps, but makes sure that the money goes directly to where it's needed.
The walk is free and open to the public, and individual walkers are welcome to donate a minimum of $20. And some positive local news for you tonight. A tree has been dedicated on the Glidden Homestead property in honor of DeKalb resident. Stephen L. Johnson died on February 17, 2021. The hawthorn tree was planted in his honor during a rag tree ceremony today. Family members of Johnson and Glidden board members each tied a rag to the tree to represent a wish, aspiration, or memory. Friends and family of Johnson, as well as community members, are welcome to visit the homestead on every Sunday from noon to 4 p.m. and add a rag to the tree. A Northern Illinois University student died in a residence hall building last week. Police say officers responded to an unconscious student at Patterson Hall, formerly known as New Hall, around 1 p.m. Friday. Emergency responders attempted to save the life of the student, but was later pronounced dead. NIU officials are withholding the student's identity until family and friends have been notified. And 2 people, including a Chicago firefighter, were hospitalized after a crash in Cook County this morning. Illinois State Police and Chicago fire officials responded to a hit-and-run crash on Interstate 290 around 5 this morning. ISP officials say an SUV hit the ISP squad car and CFD fire truck on the side of the road. Both the driver of the SUV and a firefighter were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The ISP trooper was not hurt, and the SUV driver has been cited for a violation of Scott's Law, DUI, and other traffic violations, according to ISP. The crash is still under investigation at this time. And new tonight, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer spoke about his experience during the January 6th incident in a press conference after new video was released during a hearing last week. From a secured location, Democratic and Republican leaders, including Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi and Schumer, worked with national security officials to ensure they could return to the Capitol and certify the 2020 presidential election. Senator Schumer recalled those tense moments this morning.
Speaker Pelosi and I were resolute that first, the military should come in and remove people from the Capitol. The Capitol Police were overwhelmed. And we called the Secretary of Defense, we called the governors of Virginia and Maryland who had National Guard, as well as the D.C. Police, and urged them to send reinforcements to the Capitol to make sure that these hooligans were removed.
And looking ahead, we take a look at stories that impact you, including a decision on if an abortion clinic should be open in a neighborhood in the area.
And we've seen a cloudy and cold fall day up ahead. Find out what season we're jumping to next coming up in my full forecast.
And for local news, weather, and sports on your schedule, make sure you download the 13 News app for your streaming device. We're live on Apple TV, Amazon's Fire TV, and Roku media players. Best part, it's free. Just search 13 WREX. Looking ahead to the stories that impact you, the answer to whether an abortion clinic should open in one neighborhood will be determined in a city council meeting tomorrow night. This comes after 11 businesses signed an open letter to the city council against the opening of the clinic in the neighborhood, demanding city council amend the C2 limited commercial district zoning classification. And although the clinic has not yet opened, businesses say this should have prevented owners to open the clinic in the first place. Some businesses in the area and members of the Rockford Family Initiative plan to present the letter at the next city council meeting tomorrow night. And coming up, meteorologist Kelsey Emery tracks how low the temperatures will go this week.
Good evening, everyone, and happy Sunday. We're almost to the start of a new week. Now, we will be seeing those cold and windy conditions moving in tonight, into tomorrow, and into Tuesday. You can already see those trees moving behind this graphic. Now, we will be seeing those temperatures gradually warming ahead for the end of the week, though, so these cold temperatures don't last long. So that is good news here. Now, we're already in the 40s, 49 degrees with very cloudy skies, and those gusts are already up to 14 miles an hour, making it feel like only 44 degrees. So it's definitely getting colder out, and that is because of that low pressure system that is moving in. Now, these temperatures right now are in the upper 40s, 48 degrees in Rochelle, 49 in Rockford, 47 in Winnebago, and 48 in Freeport. So definitely some colder air moving in, and that's going to continue throughout the rest of the night. As you can see, those temperatures are going to be dropping 44 degrees by 8 p.m. with that wind gust from the northwest at 13 miles per hour, making it rather chilly for tonight. So your low temperature for tonight is going to be in the 30s, but we do have a wind chill, so it's going to be mostly cloudy and breezy. So it's going to feel rather cold because of these 15 mile an hour wind speeds, and then gusting to about 30 miles an hour every so often. Now, we will be seeing those temperatures for tomorrow start rather cold into the 30s, 31 degrees for your 8 a.m. hour, 33 degrees for your 9 a.m. hour. So grab an extra cup of coffee as you're going out the door tomorrow to start your work day. Now, we could even be seeing some flurries in the sky tomorrow. Yes, that is what I just said. We might be seeing those snowflakes fly. Temperatures in the 30s. And again, with these wind gusts, temperatures will only feel like they are in the 20s. So very cold air up ahead with mostly cloudy skies. So let's see what you need to know. So we're going to be seeing these near record cold temperatures for the day coming up tomorrow and into Tuesday. And then we're going to also be seeing those strong wind gusts up ahead. So make sure everything is tied down and not going to blow away. So we're going to be seeing those sub-freezing wind chills for Monday and Tuesday. So let's track some of those flurries for the day tomorrow. So we're seeing tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. we're relatively clear, but it isn't until the afternoon hours around 2:30 to 3 o'clock where we're going to be seeing some pockets of scattered showers move into the area, and those could be in the form of some snow or even some graupel, as it is pretty cold out there for those temperatures. And looking up ahead, we are seeing those temperatures gradually warm into the 50s and eventually into the 60s by next week. And so we're jumping from temperatures that feel like January all the way back into some summer-like temperatures. And for your most accurate 10-day forecast, we're going to continue to see the 60s stick around for the next week. Eric, back over to you.
Kelsey, thank you. The Packers were playing the Jets today.